Yes, she is. It's mine. That's what I said.
Field competition, Patty and six.
Started out with 50% my first test. I got high grade. I gotta take English next year though. In order I think there's a couple 3 classes next fall, so I did English and my 2 classes. I need to get some December. I get so you think I'm gonna walk the line? You just feel good. You get them fixed. I like to do this. I think Lex did the very good. Why she have a whole degree at the end of December? That she got all the degrees. She followed the top of the she takes advocates like I gotta get my license. The other one, I'm on my track to get my students like my body got it's Lisa Ray said she's not considered in her friendship. She needs her friends still that she is like, you're not communicating with like that, and then she'll start. I like the kind of friendship. Then you know what you're doing with it. Easy way to consider it. I don't call people like Tommy is something like I'm really consider that because I know she's.
Welcome everyone to Pitbull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 8th ranked team in the land, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
It's just not that type of thing. If I was like a...
The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fair catch called for and made. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got his man in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Turns it on at midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Gets it out fast. Powers through the defender. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's back to throw on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for a crease. It's Lions. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's...
He wants to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Arkansas! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Got room at the 35. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Florida International. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter.
Now, a 4th down. That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied at 10.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it, and we've got a change of possession.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him. Can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
The official says no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. He finds his man, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. A third and long coming up here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been...
Man, no fucking wonder, man. You all these fucking 99 niggas, alright. I'm saying wonder why the fuck you doing this. Come on.
7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing the go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northwestern has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Razorbacks in the hurry up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. That is what you call putting a little air under it and letting your guy run to it.
Exactly right, Reese. It's so hard to track that football when you put so much air underneath it, and I'm trying to run with the wide receiver. He's so used to doing that every single day in practice, and you could tell he saw the ball great, went up and plucked it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Razorbacks have taken it inside the 20.
Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. The aerial assault continues. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Oh, they block it. He's got a chance to take this one back. He marched 78 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Florida International offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Lions. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will quickly use a timeout. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. From the gun, running back gets to give. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Panthers want to move quickly. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clock reads 12 seconds as they head to the line. We'll see if they're content to go to the locker room. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Set to advance on the football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab outside. It's Bird. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
At the 34. Brings up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first. Dialed up the, forget the kick, he's going to throw it. And the ball squirted out. So he gets his own fumble back, but not enough for the first down, so they'll have to give up the ball. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving.
With the catch.
There is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Flips it out in the flat. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. He might have expected to see this DB up in his lofts one deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up 14 over Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, going up top. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Panthers are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you're trying to break the tie. You've got this golden opportunity in the red zone here in the second half, but you've got to hold on to the football, and that's a play that is going to haunt him for a long time to come.
Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
First down to start the drive after the break. The running back has it. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, just keeps firing. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Florida International offense is back on the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
On second down, wants to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Florida International. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect time.
Bro, you ain't shit, you that glitchy ass formation. I can't even see that motherfucker on the screen.
But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's now second down.
Offense in an empty set. And back to the air on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Hard running there. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Pulls and fires complete. Giving him his pads. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snags it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Looking for space, it's Lyons. Still on his feet at the 45. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Working the middle, it's complete.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. It's complete. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spiders. Read up.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs, man. If you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score. And he breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Shakes off the tackler. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive